Hi, I'm Taylor Smurl.
And I'm Tommy Smurl.
And this is...
Neat!
This week on the podcast, we did our Russian vodka part 2, where we talked all about the culture and the traditions, the etiquette of drinking vodka and other things in Russia.
So we have to have a purpose why we're drinking vodka today, right? Because that was one of the things. You have to have a reason.
That's right. And I didn't think about that until now. Did you bring one? Did you have a purpose?
Yes.
I don't have a purpose.
I have a purpose.
Great.
It's because we have to make the recording and we have to mix a drink with vodka for the recording. So, babushka, or whatever it is.
No, well, I mean, I was going to say, like, it's not Nostrovia, but I did not commit any of the other cheers to memory. So, respectful cheers in Russian.
Good health to you, comrade.
Yes. One of the things we talked about, really in both episodes, was both the old school bread wine being something that was infused with other things to kind of mask the flavors, and then that carrying into modern culture where vodka infusions are very popular in Russia and obviously around the world. But I wanted to have some fun with some infusions this week. We made some, usually the infusions you see in the store, they're more on the sweet side. It's a lot of fruit, a lot of citrus. This week we made some very savory infusions that we're going to cocktail with. Because
what we saw that the Russians like to use is a lot of those savory things, their snacks, with the bread and salt and the pickles and everything else. So, why not?
Yeah, we're just kind of combining the two. So it's you get your snack in your drink because your drink is infused with your snack. There you go.
That's right. It's efficiency.
Yeah. First up, we have a cocktail based in a cucumber dill vodka. Now, we really at some point will do a whole episode on infusing. Infusing is a whole science, but real quick, some basic rules for infusion are the higher the proof the spirit, the quicker the infusion. Surface area matters, so the more finely you dice whatever's going in here, the quicker it's going to infuse. And how juicy something is, how much liquid is going to easily pull from whatever you're putting in an infusion is going to affect your speed of infusions. Like a super ripe tomato or a super ripe strawberry is going to infuse a lot faster than one that's super underripe. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're infusing. Average proof spirits will take at least 24 hours, if not 48 hours, to extract flavor from most infusions. So just so you kind of know your timeline, if you want to make an infused base spirit, you at least need to give yourself a day. All right. So this is vodka that we put cucumber and dill in, and we left it for a good 24 hours.
You don't want to be rushing these things.
There's the joke. There it is. I'm proud of you. We've got actually, if you listened to our shrub episode a while ago, one of these ingredients is going to be familiar to you. We've got our cucumber dill vodka. We're also going to use a beet shrub and just regular lemon juice. So this is going to be a simple, 3-ingredient build. So we're going to start with our lemon juice, just a half ounce. All right, and then we're going to do a full ounce of our beet shrub. Now, as we talked about in our shrub episodes, shrubs are a mixture of vinegar, some sort of fruit or veg, and sugar. So this recipe is super basic. It's a cup of sugar, a cup of beet juice, and a cup of, in my case, I use champagne vinegar because I'm fancy, but you could use apple cider vinegar.
Mine was apple cider vinegar.
So a full ounce of this, because this is going to be our only sweetening agent in this.
I don't know whether I'm an efficient drink maker or just a cheap one.
I find them to be one and the same. If you're both, you can be a solid bar manager, because that's what I excel at. All right, and then we're going to do 2 ounces of our cucumber dill vodka.
Cucumber dill vodka.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna shake this over ice.
Oh, there. I shook too hard. They were stuck together.
That'll happen.
And my lemon garnish.
There you go. I have a cucumber garnish, but lemon, cucumber, a dill sprig, many things would work on this. I just like pink and green together. That's just me. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
You know, there's a lot of good earthiness in here, but that also has a sweetness. Cucumber, dill, and beet, I think, all have that in common in that they're very distinctly earthy, but they have a lot of residual sugar that you can kind of pull from, and you don't need extra sweeteners in there. Like, it definitely tastes almost like a juice, like a green juice. Like it verges on, like, not that there's anything wrong with tasting healthy, but it kind of tastes healthy, but it does balance out really nicely.
It's got a little kick to it too, though. I guess it's from the cucumber, the dill, or something.
Well, the dill and the vinegar marry really well together.
Yeah, that turned out well. That's almost like a breakfast drink, like a brunch drink or something. You know, it's kind of like a Bloody Mary in a way.
Well, speaking of the Bloody Mary, actually, we're going to get even more into the Bloody Mary on the next drink we're going to do. For our next drink, we have made...
Drink number 2.
Yes. This vodka infusion is a tomato and black pepper vodka.
I'm calling mine a tomato and black pepper vodka.
Well, that's fine. Tomato.
As long as it's not potato.
No, I mean, it might be. You could have potato tomato vodka, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah. No, I don't think mine's from wheat, but you know, that would work.
Okay.
With this, we're gonna try to make kind of a very simple Bloody Mary Martini. So this drink's going to be very savory. It's going to be very tomato forward, very spicy. But maybe if you don't want something that's got all the chunkiness of like horseradish and, you know, like what balsamic, whatever you add to it, Worcestershire, this is going to be a little on the lighter side, but it's still going to bring those same flavors of like spice and tomato. You ready? All right. So we're going to do a full 2 ounces of our tomato vodka. And then we're going to do 1 ounce of dry vermouth.
Ounce of dry vermouth. Now what, bartender?
This is going to depend on how much spice you can take, but I asked Dad earlier if he had any hot sauce for this drink. The only hot sauce he had was sriracha, so we're going to both use sriracha. I'm just going to use like a little dash or 2. You don't want a lot. This is not like a measurable amount. You don't want 1/4 ounce. You don't want 1/2 ounce. You really just want a drop or 2. Because the thing about sriracha...
We're not making wings.
No, it's got good heat, but it's also got vinegar. It's got a lot of other like garlic and pungent things. So you want to be light with this when you cocktail with it.
Well, it'd probably help if I open the cap. Ah!
There you go.
Slow down.
Too much? No going back now.
We don't know. We'll find out.
So.
I figure you cover your bases if you make the sign of the cross while you shake.
Invoke Jesus.
Like, oh God, make this drink good.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be this martini.
So I need one of these here fancy martini type glasses, hey.
I'm gonna garnish mine with a couple cherry tomatoes.
There's my martini, and I'm going to garnish mine with the traditional pickle. That's a hand-cut dill pickle.
Okay, I like that. That works, yeah. Cheers.
They have pickles in their vakushka, or whatever they call the snack portion.
Cheers.
Cheers. See, I was so excited to see. I'm trying to figure out if I put too much sriracha in there. That's what I'm worried about.
We'll see.
If I was on a cartoon, smoke would have come out of my ears.
So maybe you put a little too much sriracha. Just want to drop
But it wouldn't come out at first was the problem, and then it all came out.
On my end, I'm enjoying this drink is very savory, and it's got like a nice sweetness from the tomatoes. Are sweet. Tomatoes are very sweet, honestly. Like I think I like to use them in cocktail ingredients as almost a sweetening agent, just like a fruit, versus how they're kind of considered. So it is a very sweet drink, but that spice offsets it really nicely. And, you know, shaking this, I'm usually against shaking martinis, but I think this makes very good sense to shake because you want it very cold. So it drinks sort of like just a very light Bloody Mary. Like if you want a Bloody Mary, but you want something that's a little bit lighter, a little bit boozier. Now, if you add too much hot sauce, you're going to blow it out.
Which I did. But they're both very summery looking drinks. They're both very nice.
They are. They're very lovely. And I think it just, you know, with infusions of all type, but especially with vodka infusions where you can do some funky flavor pairings because the vodka itself is not going to add much. Be as experimental as you want. You know, these work well. I would not try to put tomatoes and black pepper in, I would say, almost every base spirit. I would not try to put dill and cucumber in almost every base spirit. Maybe gin, maybe. But the fun of vodka is that it is so open to strong flavors and it's not going to throw them off. So you can have some real funky experiments with vodka.
Funny you should mention that experiment thing. I was thinking that just like we talked about the efficiency, I should get my vakushka along with my drink and make it even more efficient. So I had this idea that I could take this metal straw and make a straw out of the pickle.
Yo. Okay. Did that work? You gotta blow out the pickle core. Now you made a pickle. You made a pickle whistle.
It's a piccolo. Now you use this for your straw for your drink. It works.
That's working for you?
Yeah, it's a biodegradable pickle straw.
That is such, you know what? Hey, bar owners, when bars are allowed to reopen, you know, I know the trend was for biodegradable straws and everybody was complaining about them because they were paper or whatever, they'd break down over time. Have you thought about whole pickles? You're just sucking it right through the pickle. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Party.
You could say, this drink doesn't suck, but I do.
You could say that, and you did.
That really works. I like my pickle straw.
I think that your pickle straw is brilliant, and I think that's a great innovation. So you at home, wow, you got so many pickle straws.
That's a big-ass jar of pickles. I could drink all day with that jar of pickles.
That's a straightforward pickleback. I'd like to try that with whiskey. Like use like bottom barrel whiskey, just suck it up through a pickle and see if it reacts the same as like a pickleback.
Wow, I tell you what, I mean, I'm sure the pickle is soaking up some of my drink, but that just makes it better as it comes through the dill.
Well, now Dad, are you sure you want me to release this to the internet now that you've revealed your amazing dill pickle invention?
I'm trademarking this, trademark, the dill pickle straw, invented by Tommy Smurl. You saw it here first today. Get yours from Whammo.
All right, well, there you have it. So nobody goes stealing Dad's idea for a pickle straw. It's apparently very good.
And then in between drinks, you can play the piccolo.
And then when you're done, you have a snack. Well, this has been an incredibly informative video for Neat, I think.
And inventive.
Yeah, you've learned all about infusing vodka and
making pickle straws.
Sucking it through a pickle. Yeah, there you go.
That's right. Life is better when sucked through a pickle.
I mean, I guess that's what life gives you lemons. Suck it through a pickle.
There you go.
Sure.
You got it. That sums up my drink. I got a lemon and a pickle right there together. They can coexist peacefully.
Hopefully you learned something today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Dad.
Well, thank you, Tater, for having me. It's always fun and informative and drink-worthy.
Thank you for your headband, too. It's a good look. The headband, the hoodie, the Guinness shirt. It's a great look.
It's casual dad around the house day.
I casual dad Fridays. It's good. All right. Well, hey, if you like what you see and you want to support us, you are welcome to join our Patreon. If you want to find us on social media, you can find us at Neat Boozcast on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to email us, you can email us at neattheboozcast@gmail.com. And if you want to interact with my father on Facebook,
We're right there with Neat, the Boozecast group.
There you go.
It's actually just Neat. You look it up, you'll find it.
And thank you so much to our Patreons that currently support us. You buy the tomatoes and pickle straws that we subsist on. So thank you all so much.
Thank you everyone for listening or watching or both.
Yes, and thank you Audio Boom for hosting our podcast.
That's right.
Maybe you don't see these videos where we suck drinks through pickles, and maybe that's for the better. All right, well, I've been Taylor Smurl.
I've been Tommy Smurl.
And this has been
Neat. Look what you get out of it when you do that.
Oh, you got a weird pickle core.
A pickle worm.
Ugh,
See, I blew that out of the straw. After I did the straw, I pulled it out and I blew in it, and that came out of the straw. That's the green worm that I cored out of it.
It's a snotty pickle worm.
You can garnish somebody's drink with that.
No, nobody wants that in their drink. Nobody.
Too bad. You give it to the guy that's an ass at the bar.
Wow.